heard a llama. Are you afraid? Um, there's a bunch of like farm animals up here, so I'm a little concerned about that. One thing that I like to do is I don't like to just one day wake up and go like, I'm gonna take my horse on a trail ride today, having never done it before. And one thing that's really helpful and important is like just start start your trail ride after you've worked them. And that's like a super helpful tip. Do in that work, like get them a little bit tired, work them, make them trot, canter, so they're a little bit, just get their energy out. So that then when you go on the trail ride, they're a little bit tired, and you'll have a lot more of an opportunity to have a successful trail ride. So that's what I did with Soulmate this morning. It's Monday, and he also had the weekend off. So here we are. And then, yeah, off you go on the trail ride. But all of your fundamentals in the arena prepare you for your trail ride. How much are they on the aids with you? How much are they listening to your legs? How much are they listening to your seat? Can you ride forward? Can you ride back? I had an old trainer that used to say, if you want to just go on the trail ride and let the wind whistle through your ears, get a bike. I think that's kind of a funny statement. Sometimes the dogs run out here and bark at us here. Ooh, you excited about that? I think they are tied up though. Up the hill we go, Soulmate. So yeah, your foundation there establishes a lot. Here he's kind of stopped. This is important. So this goes back to my whole conversation of like creating defiance to the aids, okay? He doesn't really want to go up that way. There he goes, a step on his own, really important. But like, if I'm just like, we're going that way hardcore, sometimes I can just cause a fight with him. And I don't want to fight with my horses. Don't fight with your horses. It's not productive. It's not good. It's not good for anyone. It's not fun. So just stop. So even if we're stuck here, I may ask him to go over here or over there, but I'm not just going to ask him to go straight, because what I don't want is to build that defiance of the aids. I don't want to be in a war with him. So I might say, hey, can you take this step over here? And he goes, yep. And then if we're really stuck, and he's really stubborn, I may go back and forth. So now we're over here. I may say, hey, come back over this way. Oh, good. Now we're back over this way. And give it a little bit of time. Hey, now come back over this way. Good. And then give it a little time, and eventually he'll go on his own. Come back over this way. Hey, come back over this way. Keep him a little bit busy here. Kind of hard to do one-handed while I'm holding my phone. Hey, come back over this way. Good. And then when he's straight and looking the way you want to go, take the pressure off. So it's a little the opposite of what you think of. If you're just like, we're going to ride there, the pressure is going to be going where you want to go. And the relief is going to be when he's trying to get out of that. So I want to think a little bit more pressure, like ride the crooked, release the straight. That's another great statement from an old trainer. Ride the crooked, release the straight. There he goes. There he goes on his own. Okay, he stops on his own, but I'm not going to try to hold him going straight. I'm not going to try to win this battle. I'm just going to say, okay, now come to the side. Okay, now come to the side. Okay, now we're going. Good. Now we're going again. Oh, how about we go over here to the right? How about we go? Good. There he goes. I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm not just going to try to ride straight, especially if I have the concern or the feeling that I can't make it. Here come the big dogs. I don't even know what that is. Is that a peacock? Norway. Someone's chiming in from Norway. That's pretty cold up in that region of the world. Just give him a minute here. See, he's still puffed his head up. He's looking at the trash cans up there. But my goal today is not to make it up there. My goal is not to be in a hurry. My goal is not to My goal is to have a positive horsemanship experience. And so that's important. And I can have a positive horsemanship experience sitting here, waiting, giving him some time. But the way that I have a negative horsemanship experience is if I'm like, we're going there. And then he's like, no, we're going there. No, that's a negative horsemanship experience. And that's not positive for me. The only time that I will, well, I shouldn't say only. There are always exceptions to things. But in general, I will be quite forgiving if they're spooking with things. And I may put them to work. I may make them work over here. I may take them back and forth. I may turn around and say, oh, let's go back over here. Make them work a little bit. Oh, let's go back over here. Now we're going back over there. Keep him busy, good. Then release. So if I'm in a hurry or I want to expedite the process, I may do these little loops. Kick, 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 kick. When he gets straight and he looks that way, take the pressure off. Good. Now bring him back to the right. Kick, 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 kick. Kick, kick, kick. There he goes. Now take the pressure off. Ride the crooked, release the straight. Kick, kick, kick. Kick, 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 kick. Kick, 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 kick. There, release the straight. Good. Kick, 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 kick. Kick, 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 kick. Release the straight. Good. Good boy. It's okay if he stops. We'll turn him back over here. Good. Because then my whole conversation is positive. I'm asking winning questions. I am very vulnerable here. I can't ask losing questions if I'm just like, we're going no matter what. I will lose that battle. Here comes a car, so I gotta kind of pay attention here. Car goes by over there. Little challenging with the phone, holding the phone. All right, so I'm continuing on. I did one of these lives that I also talked about just being empathetic to the horses, being understanding that these are the animals of prey. If they're spooking at that blue truck and they're spooking at it and they get eaten, they die. They're no longer alive. So it's in their blood to be responsive to that. Here comes the truck. I'll turn around and face it. That's another little tip on the trail rides. If there's a car coming or a biker or something, just turn around and face it. Up the hill we go, soulmate. Ride the crooked, release the straight. Good boy. Good boy. There's some pretty cool gates, pretty cool entryways up here. Take a look at this one. A lot of them have these big, landscaping kind of things. Look at that. Oh, see, now he took the trot on his own. So yeah, another saying that I love is get with your horse so your horse can get with you. And that means, being receptive to their thoughts and ideas and processes, especially with young horses, but also with older horses. And that means, you got to be receptive to them and listen to them and try to understand what they're afraid of or what they're worried about. And then you can build on it and make them more confident. Yeah, the asphalt. Somebody commented about the asphalt. It isn't not the best place for trail riding here. We just have asphalt. But it works. All right, back down the hill. So we go up the hill to this little cul-de-sac turnaround thing. And then we go back down the hill. All right. Okay, so of you 20 people who are following along here, Do you guys have any horsemanship problems? Anything you're struggling with your horses? Anything you want ideas on? Comment those in. I'll try to pick them up, and I'll see if I can go through those before the end of my live. Here's a nice person who stopped over there. Thank you. Yeah, get those comments going of those horsemanship problems. Let's see, I'll talk through a few here. If we have a lazy horse. So in my conversation, kind of like this one, how do we set a lazy horse up to be on the aids, to be accepting of the aids, not defying the aids? And one of my favorite things with lazy horses is, and a typical thing is, riding lots of transitions. But think about it. Why does riding lots of transitions on a lazy horse, why does that work? In my opinion, if you slow the horse down, what you're doing is you're opening up the opportunity to have a better positive response. So think about it. If your horse is at the halt and you say, go quicker, it's pretty easy to get a horse quicker from the halt. See, here he's stopped. And then we ask him to go quicker, and off we go. It's the first walk step, he's already quicker than he was at the walk. So we've already had a positive response to our aids. Now, if you're slowing them down, and that can be very intricate, even if you're in the trot and you slow the trot down a little bit, that opens the door up to come back forward again. So you're now balanced between two aids. Instead of just saying, I have this lazy horse, I'm gonna go, 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 go. Pretty soon, if you're on that lazy horse and you're saying go, go, go all the time, they're gonna be saying, no, they're gonna push back against that aid. They're gonna say, no, I wanna be slower. I wanna be slower, I wanna be slower. So you have to build acceptance to the aids by making them go slower and then making them go faster again. Making them go slower and then making them go faster again. And in doing so, that builds better acceptance to the aids. I also think there's a little bit of a conception in dressage that like only the super hot, high energy horses can do well. And that's because in part that you need so much work ethic and it takes so much energy to be able to do the Grand Prix. But really it depends on the horse. And if you have a horse that has a little bit lower energy level, but you're still able to educate them to understand the aids and to respond well to the aids, and they're trainable, you can teach a little bit colder horse, not all of them, but a little bit colder horse to do the Grand Prix and to really respect the aids. Sometimes there are those kind of blanket statements. We need a super hot horse to do the Grand Prix that aren't necessarily true. There is no everything or always do this or never do this with horses. I think one of the best things is to remember that it really just depends on your horses. To think about it, think about your horse, create a more unique, more individualized process for each horse, and then also believe in the horses. An important little story here. I used to be quite pessimistic. Like I don't want to say I'm a pessimistic person, but I used to think that, oh, this horse isn't going to make the Grand Prix, or this horse isn't going to piaffe, or make these kind of statements early on in my horsemanship journey, trying to figure out in 1 day snapshot or 1 month snapshot whether they're going to do it or not. And later on, I realized that that's really good to do. And one of the most powerful things to do is to believe in your horse, to believe that you can get there, and to try. And if you try, you'll be amazed at how well you can do. Right, soulmate? There's been, and so part connection problems. We got people like 30 bad hops and do a little bit better. And I'm going to go through some of your questions. I don't even know how. See, ice spooker in the summer in the winter compared to the summer. She's an older. I never expect her to be bomb proof, but is there any way to help her along during the season? Let's see, turnout. If she's getting less turnout, you can walk her, try to get her more exposed, more exercised, have her blanketed more. So if their muscles are tense, you can have her try to get her a little warmer. Let's see, those are some tips.